With Venus in Aries in the third house, an individual exhibits an assertive, passionate, and impulsive nature towards love and relationships. They tend to take the lead, act quickly, and are direct in their affectionate expressions. This can make them exciting partners but can also lead to impatience and a self-centered viewpoint in relationships. Communication is important for these individuals. They have a way with words and a sharp intellect, often able to charm others with their conversational skills. However, they could exhibit brash and upfront delivery, potentially leading to conflicts and misunderstandings. In the professional world, their assertive nature may draw them to careers where they can take the initiative and hold a leadership role. Careers in communications, media, sales, or any profession needing active persuasion can suit them well. The individual could be driven by the need for constant mental stimulation and variety, which could lead to frequent changes in career or job roles. On the strength side, Thea. Energetic, bold, charismatic, and excellent verbal communicators. Thea. Fearless in expressing their thoughts and emotions, making them generally honest and straightforward personalities. However, they also have challenges to face. Their impulsiveness can sometimes lead to brash decisions and actions, potentially leading to conflicts. They can also struggle with impatience and a desire for instant gratification, which may cause strain in their personal and professional life. A key personal growth lesson for them is to learn patience and to develop a greater sense of empathy towards others' feelings. By balancing their fiery energy with consideration for others, they can greatly enhance their personal and professional relationships. Venus in Taurus in the third house suggests a reliable, patient, and pragmatic individual who values stability and security. They are drawn to beauty and harmony, making them aesthetically inclined. With communication being a key trait, they may excel in creative ventures involving written or spoken word. Their methodical nature may lead them to prefer slow, steady progress in relationships. They are loyal partners and desire long-term commitment but may struggle to adapt to change or unpredictable situations. They tend to show their affection through words and gestures, making them great conversationalists. Career paths may be influenced by their appreciation for beauty and their communicative skills. Possible roles might include writing, visual arts, design, marketing, or teaching, where they can leverage their ability to express themselves creatively. Their strengths include dependability, pragmatism, and a generous, nurturing nature. They have a talent for creating and maintaining harmonious environments, both at work and at home. However, they may be overly possessive or resistant to change. They might also be prone to indulgence or materialism. These challenges should be tackled for personal growth. Learning to embrace change and avoid stagnation is important for them. Understanding that stability can still be achieved even when things don't go as planned can lead to personal growth and progress. Balancing their materialistic tendencies and finding satisfaction beyond tangible possessions is also crucial for their personal development. Overall, Venus in Taurus in the third house associates with strength in communication, a love for beauty and stability, a tendency towards possessiveness, and a need for personal growth through embracing change and finding balance. When Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is in Gemini in the third house, it affects various aspects of personality, relationships, and career. Firstly, this astrological placement suggests an individual who is intellectually curious and has a strong communicative flair. They find joy in sharing ideas and information with others, making them excellent communicators. Their mind is often buzzing with interesting thoughts, leading them towards constant learning and discovery. In relationships, Venus in Gemini in the third house indicates a preference for partners who stimulate them intellectually. Communication is a vital aspect of their relationships. Moreover, they lean toward diversity and may be perceived as elusive since they value freedom. Career-wise, this placement is favorable for careers that involve communication, travel, or intellectual stimulation. Writing, journalism, public relations, or teaching sectors may appeal to these individuals. The key strength of this positioning is the individual's adaptability and their intellectual capacity. However, challenges can arise when they struggle with steadiness, as their interests might be diverted swiftly, leading to indecisiveness. Personal growth for these individuals lies in learning to attain emotional depth in conjunction with intellectual stimulation. Balancing their need for variety with the ability to commit to projects or people for the long haul can constitute a transformative journey. Overall, Venus in Gemini in the third house creates an articulate, curious, and adaptable personality, with a love for communication and a need for intellectual stimulation. Their challenge lies in developing consistency, and their growth is bound with achieving emotional depth. Having Venus in Cancer in the third house indicates someone highly communicative and intuitive in their relationships. This person may be nurturing, sentimental, and enjoys sharing their thoughts and feelings with their loved ones. They are drawn to warmth, kindness, and tend to nurture their friendships and family relationships carefully. In partnerships, these individuals seek emotional security and depth. They can be sensitive and protective, but also a bit moody if their feelings are hurt. They value connection and want a partner who's there for the long haul. As for career, this placement suggests success in fields which require communication, caring for others, or home-related matters. This could include writing, teaching, real estate, or healthcare. Strengths include their ability to form and maintain deep connections, empathetic communication skills, and their instinctive understanding of others' emotions. However, challenges may arise from their tendency to be overly sensitive or clingy in relationships. It's important for them to balance their emotional needs without depending on others too much. For personal growth, learning to manage their own emotional reactions is crucial. Their natural empathy can help them connect deeply with others, but they must ensure it does not control or overwhelm them. They may also benefit from learning to value their own needs as much as they value their relationships. Balancing sensitivity with emotional independence can lead to a wholesomely expressive, caring, and insightful individual. People with Venus in Leo in the third house are often confident communicators, using their eloquence to express themselves. They tend to be warm, enthusiastic, and generous with their words, often winning hearts with their radiant charm and charisma. They enjoy being the center of attention and thrive in environments that allow them to showcase their talents. However, they may struggle with arrogance or self-centeredness, which can create conflict with others. In relationships, they are passionate, loyal, and crave constant appreciation from their partners. They might be dramatic in expressing their love and expect the same level of commitment and extravagance in return. Neglect or indifference can throw them off balance, challenging their self-worth. Considering career influences, these individuals could excel in fields requiring strong communication skills, creative thinking, and a flair for showmanship, like acting, writing, or public speaking. The challenge lies in buffering their ego. They need to learn to accept criticism and work collaboratively. Their inherent strengths include charisma, creativity, and a strong personal presence. Their potential weaknesses are arrogance, selfishness, and an insatiable need for attention. They can foster personal growth by finding balance in expressing their individuality and being aware of others' needs. Developing humility and patience will be beneficial. Embracing teamwork, accepting criticism, and diminishing their constant need for validation will help them grow more empathetic and supportive. They must remember that every person they interact with has their unique story and importance. Venus in Virgo in the third house describes a persona that is analytical, perceptive, and empathetic. Traits include a strong intellect, exceptional communication abilities, and a practical approach to life. They enjoy learning and expressing themselves through spoken or written language, often coming across as well-structured and details-oriented. In relationships, their expectations can be high. They seek honesty, consistency, and mutual understanding from partners. These individuals tend not to rush into relationships and may be reserved initially, but they're devoted once trust is established. Career-wise, this placement may lean towards professions involving communication, knowledge sharing, or analysis. They could succeed in fields like journalism, teaching, research, or academia. They're likely to derive satisfaction from problem-solving and becoming experts in their chosen fields. Strengths associated with this positioning include analytical skills, excellent communication, precision, and reliability. However, these individuals might struggle with overanalyzing situations, being overly critical of themselves and others, or expecting perfection in all aspects of life. Their practical natures can also sometimes appear as cynicism or difficulty expressing emotions. Personal growth beckons in learning to balance their logical minds with emotional sensitivity, acknowledging that life is often imperfect and messy, and personal worth doesn't depend on external achievement. They could benefit from expressing feelings openly, encouraging stronger interpersonal connections. An individual with Venus in Libra in the third house generally has a strong interpersonal intelligence. They often excel at communication, being charming, balanced, and fair-minded in their dealings with others. This placement suggests a person who is diplomatic and harmonious, often able to effectively mediate and solve conflicts. Their romantic relationships tend to be characterized by a strong need for peace, beauty, and cooperation. They are likely to fall in love with intellect, good conversation, and mental connection, rather than physical or emotional aspects alone. This may make them gravitate towards partners who are good communicators and intellectually stimulating. In terms of career, these individuals may find success in professions that utilize their diplomatic skills, or where communication is key. These can include roles in public relations, diplomacy, writing, or law. The third house of communication influences a strong ability to relate to others, potentially positioning them well in any role that includes mediation or negotiation. The strengths of this placement likely include eloquence, diplomacy, and an excellent ability for negotiation. This person tends to bring harmony and balance to their environment and relationships. However, challenges may entail a potential reliance on others' approval and a tendency to avoid conflict, even when necessary. Keys to personal growth likely rest in learning to balance their natural desire for harmony with the need for directness when required. Understanding that occasional conflict is not destructive, but may be necessary for growth and progress, could provide profound personal growth. Having Venus in Scorpio in the third house suggests a core personality that is intense, deeply emotional, and introspective. It may hint at a mind intrigued by secrets, riddles, and unsolved mysteries, a person who is less attracted to superficial knowledge but drawn to discover what lies beneath. They're charismatic, persuasive, and make compelling communicators. In relationships, this placement suggests passion, loyalty, and, sometimes, possessiveness. They seek deep emotional connections and are not interested in superficial affairs. They may come across as mysterious or enigmatic, which can be both attractive or intimidating. As they love intensely, they can also hurt intensely and are not easy to forget. In terms of career, this placement can indicate a knack for research, investigation, writing, teaching, and communication roles. Public speaking, journalism, psychology, or detective roles may appeal. However, they can sometimes come across as intense or obsessive in their work life, too. Their strengths include strong intuition, depth of understanding, emotional courage, and resourcefulness. Challenges may include a tendency to be overly suspicious, possessive, jealous, stubborn, and a fear of being vulnerable. Personal growth for those with this placement may involve learning to trust more, letting go of control in relationships, overcoming fears of betrayal, and developing openness to different perspectives. They need to learn to balance their intensity and passion with acceptance and understanding that not everything needs to be uncovered. Venus in Sagittarius in the third house suggests a person who is highly sociable, with love for dynamic conversations and diverse environments. These individuals often seek relationships that enable intellectual growth and adventure. For them, the perfect partner is someone engaging and stimulating in conversation, who also respects their fierce need for independence and personal space. Career-wise, they might gravitate towards fields related to media, education, journalism, or travel due to their innate curiosity, strong communication skills and passion for exploring various cultures and perspectives. They might excel in environments that promote free thinking and innovative ideas. Their strength lies in their optimistic outlook, thirst for knowledge, and adaptability. They are able to embrace change and look at the broader picture in challenging phases of life. However, they must watch out for complacency, as they may tend to overlook crucial details or postpone tasks until the last minute. They might also experience difficulties in maintaining long-term commitments, owing to their restless nature. The journey of personal growth for these individuals involves learning to harness their exploratory instincts responsibly. This includes recognizing when their wanderlust is leading them away from important responsibilities or the growth of deep, committed relationships. Understanding that not all knowledge comes from outside experiences, and some wisdom grows from consistent investment in familiar relationships or tasks, will facilitate their personal and relational growth. When Venus is in Capricorn, people tend to gravitate towards security and stability in their love and social life. This placement suggests a practical, careful approach to emotional connections and a preference for slow and steady relationships. They are usually committed, reliable partners. However, they may come off as somewhat cold or reserved, as they often hide their feelings behind a strong, stoic exterior. In terms of career, Venus in Capricorn can be highly driven and ambitious. They usually have a clear plan for their future and are willing to work hard to achieve their goals. These individuals make for dedicated, patient, and loyal colleagues. Being placed in the third house amplifies the communicative aspect of Venus. Third house is about communication, learning, and local environment. Therefore, these individuals may well succeed in fields related to communication like journalism, writing, or marketing. Strengths associated with this placement include resilience, reliability, and a powerful work ethic. Challenges might involve overemphasis on practicality, emotional restraint, and a tendency to suppress desires and feelings in favor of duties and responsibilities. For personal growth, learning to express emotions openly and not letting work overtake personal needs can be beneficial lessons. Their reserved nature should not be mistaken for their lack of feelings. Once they open up, they can be sensitive and affectionate partners. Balancing their ambitious nature with their personal life is key to their happiness. Individuals with Venus in Aquarius in the third house are usually seen as ingenious, original thinkers who are drawn to communicative and intellectual pursuits. Their approach to love and relationships is often unconventional, leading to a need for freedom and independence. They value their personal space and also respect their partner's need for the same. Their unique thinking powers translate well to any career requiring high levels of communication and innovative ideas. They thrive in fields like journalism, education, technology, or social sciences where they can socialize and share their ideas freely. Strengths of this placement include originality, intellectual curiosity, forthrightness, and a knack for communication. They value honesty and believe in speaking their mind, making them an open book to those who know them. Conversely, they may struggle with emotional expression, often coming across as detached and aloof. This is a challenge they may need to overcome. They also tend to become intellectually consumed, often neglecting their emotional health. A major aspect of personal growth for them involves learning to balance their intellectual side with emotional maturity. Acknowledging and expressing emotions could lead to deeper, more fulfilling relationships for them. Overall, individuals with Venus in Aquarius in the third house are charismatic communicators with a sharp intellect and a desire for personal space and freedom. These traits, combined with their creativity, originality, and strong communication skills, set them apart. Venus in Pisces in the third house suggests a compassionate, intuitive, and poetic communication style. There is a natural talent for expressing emotions and ideas with creativity and grace. This placement fosters a love for meaningful conversations and connections, often valuing the beauty in words and shared thoughts. In relationships, there is a preference for partners who value deep emotional understanding and thoughtful communication. Love often develops through shared interests or heartfelt dialogue. Affection is expressed through kind words, romantic gestures, or imaginative ways of showing care. Challenges include a tendency to idealize others or misinterpret communication due to an overly trusting nature. Clear boundaries may be needed to avoid misunderstandings. The third house focus enhances a love for learning, storytelling, and exploring different perspectives. This placement often excels in writing, teaching, or creative fields that require emotional expression. Careers involving artistic communication, counseling, or spiritual guidance may feel rewarding. However, maintaining focus on practical details and completing tasks can be challenging due to a tendency to daydream. Strengths include creativity, emotional intelligence, and the ability to connect deeply with others through words. This placement inspires others with its thoughtful and imaginative communication style. Challenges involve staying grounded, managing expectations, and ensuring clarity in interactions. The lesson lies in balancing Pisces' imaginative nature with the third house's focus on effective communication and practical learning. By grounding creative ideas and practicing clear expression, this placement can achieve personal growth, meaningful relationships, and success in